I'm so excited to play this. I really am, because I like, I guess, being the middle guy, delivering new music to other people that maybe haven't heard it yet. And when they're really great songs like this, I get super excited.
I'm excited. I just drank a Red Bull, so I'm ready.
I don't think you need a Red Bull.
I might go run 7 miles right now.
Just put it down. This is Danielle Edge. Can't Get Out on the Chris Top program.
Tall, dark, and handsome, wearing Wrangler jeans with a 2-day beard and a crooked smile. He gave me a wink and said, "You up for something wild?" I said, "Honey, that's what I was just about to ask you." I was thinking of the things we could get into, up in his face, into his ride, park up in the backwoods, looking for a good time, walk into a park, get into a fight, wind up in jail at the end of the night. I'll drive you crazy, there ain't no doubt. Let's get us into something that we can't get out. Well, we ran outside and hopped in his truck. He was giving me a and give me a look. He said, "Hold on," and kicked it into gear. 4 tires spin, and I said, "Get me out of here." Running reds, dodging the boys in blue. That sounds like trouble we could get into. Up in his face, into his ride, park up in the backwoods, looking for a good time. Walk into a park, get into a fight, wind up in jail at the end of the night. I'll drive you crazy, there ain't no doubt. Let's get us into something that we can't get out. No, we can't get out. Somebody stop me, I'm getting ideas. Is it just me or is it hot in here? Up in his face, into his ride, driving to the moonlight, looking for a good time. Hit the back seat, steaming up the windows, chasing the night wherever it goes. Walk into a bar, get into a fight, wind up the tail at the end of the night. I'll drive you crazy, there ain't no doubt. Let's get us into something that we can't get out. No, we can't get out. No, we can't get out.
Can't Get Out, Danielle Edge on the Chris Top program. And that song is going to be available probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks?
Yep.
Sweet. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to get that, because it makes me want to go out and just do stuff. That
I wonder how many people just went for a run.
I don't know.
It's the end of the song.
We have no listeners now. Everybody got up and left.
Oh, man.
Hey, what's a typical day for you? I mean, you said you're a trainer. I mean, do you get up and do you work out every day, like twice a day? I mean, do you just eat bananas? What do you do?
Oh, I wish I could work out that often. No, a lot of times, get up. I mean, I'm still on musician hours. I'll start at 10 in the morning. About 2 or 3 o'clock, probably, hopefully get a lunch break. Do a little workout, depending on the day, do different things. And then finish work around 8.
Mm-hmm.
And, sometimes we host a jam. Sometimes you go to the studio. Sometimes you write. Sometimes you just fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So every day is a little different, and I like that. I don't really, I like having a routine, but a lot of variety within that routine.
Yeah, most of my listeners are dorks. So, right now, they're all like, that's what a cool person lives like. so we have to take notes, when we have people like you on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that way we can at least, maybe just sort of blend in with society a little bit, I think.
Sure. I'm an Energizer Bunny, though. I don't know that's normal society right there.
Right. Yeah, so you're probably a step above everybody else then. Okay, so you've got a couple others. Can you give me some insight on what the other songs are about, or is it top secret?
Oh, no, I can talk about them. We do play them live. Like, the guys do an awesome job live. We have probably the next song we'll release. It's called Lipstick on a Glass. Mm-hmm. It's definitely more rock than country. And I just got kind of tired of, Dierks Bentley singing about a lot of leaving left to do, or, all the other guys, the love 'em and leave 'em songs. I'm like, us girls, we're missing out. So I don't think there's anything really wrong with having a night of fun.
Sure.
A guy with some lipstick on a glass. And it's a neat song. I co-wrote it with a gal local here. And so that's the next one. And it's definitely a really rock and cool song. And got another one that's called The Devil Drinks Whiskey, which is definitely, I don't know how it happened, but it's very Black Sabbath-y.
Oh, wow. Well, see, I could probably hear that from you, though. I kind of get that a little bit from your stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not really afraid of, doing different things or pushing the limits of the genre. Country it's a really neat place to be now because you can almost make any style of music and still call it country.
Yeah, you almost could. I mean, the barriers there's really more of a gray line now, I think, between most of the genres. Because they're all just, I mean, you even hear rap in country music now.
Absolutely, and hip hop is one of my favorite things ever. But I mean, a lot of the common theme to me that makes something country is the storytelling element, and so that's how I learned to write about the story. And I mean, obviously, you just heard "Can't Get Out." There's a neat little story in there, and you don't hear that in other genres of music necessarily.
So you're more of a storyteller, I guess, than just a lyricist, because there is a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I like people to have that visual when they're listening. To definitely have that little movie playing in their head.
I guess one of my favorite lyricists, I think of all time, and I've always been a big fan, is Billy Joel. I love the stuff that he writes. Piano Man's probably one of my most favorite songs of all time, just because it paints such a lyrical picture in my mind, and every time I hear it, it's like the first time I've heard it again. Yeah, and I love just lyrically driven songs. And, I mean, it's nice, too, sometimes to not have to pay attention, I guess, and just sort of get lost in the melody, but I always tend to go back to the lyrics, I think. Are you still there, or did I lose you?
Now working with musicians, they say, "Oh, did you hear that guitar part?" And I'm like, "What?" It's like I don't hear songs; I really hear lyrics. And so, I mean, that's I guess where I came from. And so when I do write, it's all about that for me. And then I've got a whole team of people that make the rest happen, which is perfect.
Sure. Now, okay, I'm going to ask you a little bit of a personal question. You can dodge around this one if you want, but is there a significant other in your life right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So, been a while, or is it a new relationship, or should I stop?
I guess I don't mind sharing. It's fairly new, but we're, getting married and having children. So, no.
Well, you
said not quite yet.
But okay. So this is serious then.
He's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's his name?
That I won't tell you.
Okay, you don't have to. You don't. Is he there with you right now?
No.
Okay, I'll have to get him on the show sometime and get some dirt on you.
Oh, okay. All lies. I'll just tell you right now.
All lies. I got you. Now, is he a musician as well, or does he do something totally outside of the business?
He is an incredible musician.
Now, do you find it comforting to date a musician, or I guess he understands, you and when you have to work and when you feel creative that you maybe need your space?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually write together a lot. And I think that's the only real way that I could have a relationship that was successful. You really, you don't want, or I don't want to leave someone at home when I go on tour, so if he can be part of the band, then that's a good deal for me, and I don't want to be left at home when somebody else goes on tour. So I think working together for us, it really works a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he understands if I don't want to put my career on hold and have kids within the next, couple of years,
Sure.
I think a lot of people in the Alberta economy, a lot of the guys just make money and it's all about oil rigging and all that kind of stuff. And so they're never home to raise a family. And I think that just the balance between playing music and staying home and having fun and, just being around your family is there for us, I guess.
Yeah, and it's nice, I guess, to share something you love with someone you love because they get it, and you don't have to put one or the other first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Now, I have a really, really important question to ask you. You may want to sit down and take a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I put the Red Bull down.
Okay, yeah, put it down because you might spill it. Okay, so if you could have any superhero power, what would that power be?
Oh, this is so easy. I would love to teleport anywhere. That would save me so much time. I would get so much done.
Wouldn't that be great? I mean, all these people talk about flying, but I'm
No,
like, why fly?
That would take far too much time.
Yeah, it would take too much time. I mean, so you could just teleport, bam, you're there.
Yeah, I could be in studio with you right now.
Yeah, that would be cool. So we could have you here instead of way over in Canada or up in Canada. Yeah. Now, okay, if you had 5 minutes to sit down and have a cup of coffee, and this could be anybody. This could be anybody living and dead, maybe somebody you have known in your life, didn't know. Who would this person be? And you've only got 5 minutes.
Well, I'm not much for rules, so I would convince them to stay longer than 5 minutes. Because you did tell me about the question. You warned me, so I put a lot of thought into it. I did.
Okay, that's fine.
And for one, I don't drink coffee, and 5 minutes is not long enough, so I'm changing the question.
Gotcha. She's changing.
We're gonna.
Welcome to the Danielle Edge Show.
Yes, I'm changing the rules completely. I would have a Southern style barbecue. I would invite my family, and I'd sit down with John Mellencamp. And I'm sure that man has a million stories. He's one I've listened to my entire life, and I always thought, him and my dad would just get along so well that it'd be a fun little barbecue, and there'd be lots of guitars around.
That would be. Could I come?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm changing the rules, it's my show now. I guess I can invite you.
Oh, see, now I feel like I'm in the loop.
Of course.
So who do you prefer?
If John, you're listening,
Yeah, he calls me. We hang out all the time. I mean, we're tight.
Well, that's perfect.
Do you prefer John Mellencamp or John Cougar Mellencamp?
Oh, I don't. You know what? I would probably say John Mellencamp because I know that just from what I've heard about his career, is he hated being Johnny Cougar. Yeah, that was a studio thing, and he really. I mean, after you can obviously see he got a lot of success. He went back to just John Mellencamp.
He did, yeah, he did, and I loved everything from Jack and Diane to I guess was it Wild Nights? Was that one of his later ones? I think. I
guess somewhat late. I mean, I have every single album he's ever put out, so
yeah. So
that's kind of, and that was a remake, right? That was a Van Morrison song.
Yes, it was a Van Morrison song. You're good. You're really good.
I know my John Mellencamp.
But he's such a great storyteller, and that fits. It makes sense that you say he's an inspiration.
Absolutely. You can even listen to, one of my favorite albums is Rain on the Scarecrow, and I mean, that was a pretty political album, but when you listen to it, even stripped down acoustic, he's, done different albums like that, or even his live albums that have those songs on them. They are such good stories and just worded just perfectly,
Absolutely.
He's definitely an awesome guy. And I mean, this is aging myself compared to him, or aging him, I guess, because my dad used to rock me to sleep to, his early albums, and I was always me as a baby, John Mellencamp.
Well, sassy and attitude, whatever. You're a lovely person.
Oh, thanks.
You really are, and you're so talented, and I want to see you. I've got great expectations for you. I would love to see you on a big stage, not opening for, but maybe Taylor Swift opening for you one of these days. You never know.
She's gone to pop. I think she's working with other artists now, but
it could still work.
It might. Who knows.
Maybe John Cougar could, John Mellencamp could join you for a set or something.
Hey, that I'd be all open to. If you know him, just make the call and.
Yeah, I'll have my people get in touch with him.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. So one more time, if people want to